It is the first week of July 2026, and since it's the first week, it's time for me to look at the Albuquerque housing market data for the previous month. And of course, we're going to be looking at June, but I wanted to share something with you first. Just humor me here for a second. Is I was looking through our old YouTube archives and I came across this. This was from April of 2014. This was one of the first monthly market data videos that I did. There's a few earlier ones too, but just wanted to share that with you. When I say I've been doing these for years, I'm not joking. I just like to look at this stuff and share what I'm seeing in the market. And we have a brand new dashboard. So if you go to our website at welcomehomebq.com, there's a monthly update chart or page, and it looks like this. And what we've got are these different tiles here and cards that show not about, but 12 different metrics of the housing market, what happened in the previous month. We look at active listings. We had just shy of 2,000, 1,997 detached and 187 attached. Overall, we had a decrease from last year in the number of homes in the market. I've been talking about this, kind of surprising. We're not seeing as much. So, and, we come over here to new listings, same thing, down about 6% in the detached and down about 1% in the attached. So again, not as many people listing their home. We're not seeing a lot of movement there. Sold listings are steady, up about 3% in the detached, actually down in attached, but that 20%, it only takes a few numbers since we're only talking 72 sales there. And then pending activity was good. It was up from last year. In this case, about 17%. That number will drop as some deals fall out of contract. But we had just about 1,000 homes that went under contract between the two property types we track here. The big story this month is average sale price. So average sale price hit an all-time high at 478, let's say, or 400, excuse me, not 70, 469,000, we'll call it. We'll round it to 469,000. That's up 7.6% from 1 year ago. But there's a big however that goes with that. So let's jump over here to average. So we're looking at the chart here. We're looking at average sold price. And if we scroll to the chart here, you can see on this chart, all-time high, June 2026, again, that 469,000. But there's a big however. Average is average. And when you have a lot of higher end homes sell, or, in the inverse, a lot of lower priced homes sell, you're going to move that average. And what happened, let me pull up this chart here. I grabbed this data here. We're looking at closed sales for homes over $1 million in the Albuquerque area. And for June, it reached an all-time high, 46 homes, $1 million plus, sold and closed in the Albuquerque area. It's almost double from May, which was 25. Our previous peak was last March. And last March, we had the same thing happen where the average price got driven up quite a bit. So the reason I say that is, be cautious when you hear media reports or people talking about average prices are at an all-time high. Well, yes, they are, but they're still average. Now, that being said, overall prices are at an all-time high. We're tracking somewhere around 2% home price appreciation in the Albuquerque area, which is pretty close to the national average right now. Some markets, Florida, some of the Texas markets are seeing a little bit of price depreciation. We haven't seen that in our market for a long, long time. Really, I mean, you got to go back to 2011 to see any price declines in the Albuquerque market when we talk year over year, not seasonally. Let's see a few other stats on here. I've got pending median list price, which is an interesting market data point to look at because it's telling us, okay, of the homes that are under contract right now, the median price is $394,000, 395, let's round up here, $395,000. That's about 5% higher than a year ago. So that could be our crystal ball into what home price appreciation is going to be into the future. We'll see in a few months. I've tracked numbers like this before, and sometimes they're spot on, and sometimes it doesn't work out as you. All right, I do have a bunch of good charts down here. You can dig into them if you want. I'm not going to go through them right now, but you can toggle on and off a lot of these. Let me just, actually, you know what? Let me just show you one thing. I want to look at sold listings. Now, we've been talking about, the market's been kind of steady, not, it's okay. But there's not a lot of sales. But if we look at the rolling 12 months and we look at where we've been here for the last few years, I mean, really back to it really started in 22, the slowdown when the interest rates went up. And so we're tracking somewhere around 750 homes a month on average. You go back to the boom days of 2021, almost 1,200 homes a month were selling at that point versus that 750 right now. But let's even go back to kind of these moderate days of 2018, 2019. We were still closer to 900 homes per month. So the activity is definitely less. People aren't moving as often. They're staying put. There's the whole lock-in effect thing going on, and I've talked about that before. But people are staying put. Lots of info there. Again, like I said, I do have this refreshed on our website for the monthly. I also have a weekly tracker if you really want to get down into what's happening at almost a real-time level. I have data there as well. If you got any questions about real estate in Albuquerque, just reach out to us. We're the Venturi Group of Real Broker, 505 448 8888. Take care.